One percenters, welcome back. Coach Tom here. You can find me on Instagram at Coach T Lamb. Teaching tape, Pacers, and Knicks. I just put that video on Immanuel Quickley. I like him a lot. So let's see what the Knicks have going for them. I haven't watched a single game on the Pacers yet. So let's kind of check out Immanuel Quickley. So just looked up his stats here. Whoops. Here we go. I just looked up his stats here. He only plays 19 minutes a game, field goal percentage. That's kind of low. So I guess those highlights, you don't get the full picture when you're just watching highlights. You don't get the flow of the game when he comes in and out, the rotation and all that stuff. 38, that's really good. Rebounds 2, assists 2.4. Okay, so 19 minutes. All right, 12 points or so. And then I looked up LaMelo because, LaMelo gets about 10 more minutes, and he's scoring 15 points a game, 43% field goals, 35 from 3. Okay, so LaMelo is a little bit better 2-point range than Quickley. That's 43 is not very good. 35 is kind of like a little bit above average. He's getting way more rebounds and assists, and 1 steal. Quickley 2 and 2, 38. This is huge. That's what I was talking about in the form and stuff like that. And Quickley won't be getting as many layups because he's not as quick. So the floaters for Quickley will be the layups. All right. So let's see what's going on with the game here. D Rose is back. Is that Taj Gibson? Julius Randle. Sabonis, he's a solid player. Turner's pretty solid. Dougie. I forgot he was on the Pacers. He's a really good shooter. Good finish. D Rose is an example of when you have hyper talent, physical, usually it takes like an injury, and that's the worst thing. It usually takes your downfall to make you figure out, your in between, your pace, your shooting, and all that stuff. So D Rose in Chicago didn't really have a jumper. It was all explosion. He relied purely on his athleticism. It came so easy. So he's actually a lot better now, even though he's a lot worse physically. So Immanuel Quickley plays like a beat up D Rose. I'm sure beat up D Rose is still more athletic than Quickley. Who's that? I want to see what Julius Randle looks like. Nerlens Noel, that's a big bust. There's Quickley. So just off of that right there. So I tell you guys, unguardable spots, unguardable shots. When you press that corner, okay, he's looking back. He's thinking about making a play or something like that. But Booker would have went straight for that corner. DeRozan would have went straight for that corner. Would have shot this little mid-range pull-up with a subtle little fade. Kawhi Leonard probably even would have done that. Paul George, maybe. But that's what I mean by the athleticism isn't really there, or he's not really comfortable with that type of shot. Julius. Right here. I know they're setting up a design play, but why didn't you just do this? Like, why didn't you just do that? So learning how to move without the ball. So he's probably always on the ball. Okay, so moving without the ball, knowing when to break the offense and when to get easy buckets and easy opportunities, you can create it right there. So, like I said, this could have been an easy just dive, just break whatever set they're running here, and he could have got a pass from Randle. As it goes on here. Okay, so it becomes a dribble handoff, and then he's taking a flare screen or a little Iverson cut, backing up into a three. So he hops into a three. We talked about his shooting form. Okay, elastic, when you jump on 2 feet, that's elastic. And I told you he shoots from position 3. So it requires very, very little actually leg strength. Okay. Eliminates a lot of movement on your shot. So most players will have the ball down here, and then it'll have to come through here. So when they catch it, it has to go through that whole like arc. So it has to go through that whole arc. But when he catches it, this is kind of a smoother, or I don't know, less steps in the release. So the actual shot starts here. This is the set point. Holiday. This is like the, I always dream of this. Like imagine having, kids or 3 siblings all in the NBA, the Holiday brothers. That's insane. That's like crazy genetics. Is Julius a scorer? I think he's a scorer. He wants to be a scorer. Look how easy playmaker. If that was Draymond Green and this is Steph Curry, that's a pass. Where is everybody? Why not pass that, Julius? So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about by personalities, the roles, I don't categorize player in the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's scorer, slasher, sniper, playmaker, and defender. And I base that off of personalities, the way they think. And then I made a video on that. So roles are better than positions. I'll try to add a card in here, but just to fill in those that don't know. D Rose. Good read. Give me something. Sabonis, no handles. Oh, gotta smash that. Throw it right back. Oh. I like this. He gets caught. He gets rid of it right away. And this is somebody who wants part of the action, man. He gets rid of it and he goes to set a screen. It's not a walking to a screen. So he runs to set a screen. He could have got the ball back right there. So if this is I don't know, KD, you drop it back to give him the 3-pointer. But this is Bullock. I doubt that he's a playmaker. So he sees that rim there. Have no idea why. I think that's TJ McConnell. Why he's a defender, but no idea why he's guarding D Rose all the way out here. Just probably make him a little tired, give him a little pressure. D Rose is not going to shoot that. Like this makes this so easy for D Rose. Just wait for the screen. He's going to get him on his hip. Okay, so now it's D Rose versus Sabonis. This is, no chance. D Rose can just penetrate that, which he does. He's not even going full speed. Sabonis is backing up. Gets the defender to help. Bullock cuts through, and then you got wide open 3. It's hard to stop him in the transition. Yep. Randle's like a poor man LeBron, poor man Zion. He has that same build. You're not going to get in front of this guy. He's big and strong and fast. So his handle, his work in transition dribbling, it has improved a lot. Crossover. So if this is quickley, it's the same exact plays are, pick and rolls, dribble handoffs. The game is very, very simple. You come off. This is the little pocket, guys. Mid-range pull-up, floater, whatever you want. If you're a shooter or a scorer, if you want to make a move like a Euro step, you can go around. Okay, D-Rose is not, I don't know what personality he is now. I think he's more of a playmaker. He's just, keeping things real simple. Okay, he penetrates the gap there. And you just swing it. I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's just based off of the personalities. Simple. So simple. Go, Randle, go. Oh, there's no more time. Okay, D Rose, buzzer beating 3. Guys that actually watch the Knicks, is Quickley behind D Rose? Is he playing as a point guard, or what is he playing as? Like he's gonna get not that many minutes because he's behind D Rose. I hate this. Okay. Weak cut. I mean, he's just clearing out. Okay. So he's not even inbound. So that makes his job easy. Okay. So now what are you doing? Pivoting. D Rose is sitting there. Jab and shoot it. Bump all day long. It's so slow, methodical. It works, but I don't get it. So right here, when he feels that pressure, he could have just front pivoted, but he's probably not aware of that. Okay, so reverse pivot, jab, hands are down, shoot it. Doesn't want that. Okay, so he does kind of spiral a little bit. Bump. Use the leverage, nice spin. So he has a feel for back to the basket. He's not like a speed type post player. He likes the bump. He wants the wrestling. Bump him twice. Second time, he's gonna try to, man up. And that's when you go for the spin. Bump, third time. Good spin. You can tell who's stronger because when he spins here, okay, he kind of loses his balance a little bit. A person that is stronger and times that bump, they will not need this step back here and then step. That person will just be able to spin here and spin here. Yeah, that's how I know. Nice. There it is again. Nice little floater there. So Quickley doesn't fall on the floor a lot. Look how high D Rose jumps for this floater. You don't need to jump high in your floaters. Like you're releasing it high already, so there's no point to actually jump that high. It's just so easy. He's so athletic. He's probably not even trying to jump. That's like my best jump ever. But you can bank it or whatever. You see Harden's floaters. He hardly barely jumps. Dougie. Bullock. So who's the alpha dog in New York, man? Is it D Rose or is it Julius Randle or is Barrett any kind of is he stealing any of the limelight over there? Whose team is it? D Rose? Oh, good block. I don't know. Randle is the okay, Sabonis. Randle is the all-star, but D Rose is the best player on the team. So D Rose that type of leader? I don't know. Now that I watched the Knicks a little bit, they got some pieces. They got some pieces. Looks like they need a shooter, like a legitimate shooter and another wing. Do they ever play D Rose and Quickley at the same time? Why not? Because D Rose really not a 3-point shooter. That's so easy. There you go. Oh, catch the ball. Randle's improved his shot a lot. It's a little ugly looking. What's his percentage? So watching both these teams, their offense is not smooth. It's not like the Jazz. It's not like the Warriors. It looks like they're just trying to go a little pick and roll 2-man game all the time. Other guys just kind of stand in the corner. You're just like a utility dunker. Burks, I haven't seen him play in a while, but he's more like a scorer, like dunker type. RJ Barrett, no idea what type of player you're coming into. He didn't really shoot threes too much. And the score here, I'm just noticing the score. This, like in today's NBA, that's not very high. So it looks like the Knicks and the Pacers don't score very much. Oh, they got Obi Toppin, the Amari Stoudemire, the dunker. Get that boy more minutes. Because he will do this. D Rose will not do this. D Rose will only do that if he's feeling good. Get that boy more minutes. Like they're all laughing. Thank you to the one comment that told me Quickley runs the second team, basically. You kind of see it. It looks like they're developing a little bit of chemistry with the second guys. Get that boy more minutes. 19 minutes ain't enough. Oh my God. What was that? Jesus. That reminds me of that time LeBron jumped over somebody. Oh, throw it up, boy. So when you play a 5-out, a shooter is just going to sit here for that drive and wait for that ball to come like this, or if they penetrate through here and pass it. Okay. Just by your build, I think that's Miles Turner. You're a better 3-point shooter, but you're not really a 3-point shooter. You got a roller. Everybody's looking at the ball. I like this. It's like, yo, throw it up, throw it up. So if you're a slasher, go to the rim. Just because they put you in a 5-out doesn't mean you got to shoot threes. That's very hard for players to understand. You could dunk. Geez, I'll take a surefire layup or a dunk over a 3. Good power. Sumner, what is that guy's name? He's a dunker, huh? Miles Turner. So you just made a 3, and now go right away. This is what I'm talking about, guys. 2.5 drill for the millionth time. You have 2 dribbles to or less. Okay, 2 dribbles or less, and 0.5 seconds to make a decision. So I hate it. That clip with Sabonis just going through reads methodically. You have to go through the reads before the ball even gets to you. So he catches it, and his decision is already go. Sometimes a premeditated decision is better than, you know, thinking and going through all the reads like a quarterback. First read here, second read here, third read here. Sometimes you just go. And as a coach, you got to live with those mistakes. So he just goes. Okay, Julius Randle just saw him hit a three, so he's closing out. Now he's already behind. And then you get a real easy layup. What's RJ Barrett's three-point percentage? Is it good? Is it above 38%? Randle for three. RJ Barrett handling the ball. So he's just using his body. He could lob that. There it is. So you got, it looks like you got a lot of ball handlers on this team, like a lot of playmakers. Look like I seen him run the point or run the playmaker role. D Rose run the playmaker role. Julius Randle sometimes the playmaker role, quickly in the playmaker role. I see why there's problems that's going to catch up with the Knicks. They're overloaded in certain roles. And RJ, I don't think he's really a playmaker. I think he's more of a scorer. Because a playmaker would have just dumped that to Noel because I would feed the big man. Much easier to get open without the ball. So in a normal race, TJ McConnell is never going to win against D Rose. For a split second, watches the ball. McConnell slips behind. He's mad at himself. See, there's no way with the ball McConnell can beat D Rose. Why did you hold the ball there? Why is he in the corner? Jesus. I don't know if I want that, man. D Rose got the ball now. Oh my God, D Rose. Why? Why, D Rose? Why not? Step and oh my God, D Rose. Use that athleticism, bro. Step, boom, hop. You used to do it all the time. One hop and then just dunk on Miles Turner or jump in the air and then dime it here. Oh my God, or jump and then you can pass it here. Why would you do this? You better do something good, Randle. Oh my God, D Rose. So D Rose, that's frustrating. Where's the MVP, D Rose? Like, why? Why not? Or stride stop, jumping, you know, right, left, stride stop. Right, left, stride stop. And then this guy's coming. He would have came here and he would have got a wide open three. Oh. D Rose getting into his one-on-one stuff. I mean, that's a nice move. A little flex at the end there. Man, you made it. Come on. All right, looks like the Knicks win. Nope, maybe not. Something crazy gonna happen here. All right, 106, 108. Right there. Oh, Sabonis. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, Sabonis. So earlier I told you about Sabonis. He's a freaking robot. I got on Sabonis earlier when he was down here going through the reads all methodically, you know, in the post. Good Lord. So I don't want him making decisions. Oh my God, you got to let him make easy decisions. So, oh God, that's so frustrating. Okay, so he's reading what's going on. What's going on? He's gonna come across. Okay, so he's looking here. So this was supposed to be like a flare play for the three. That didn't happen. Look, that split second, he was wide open. You should have just threw it. I don't know who that is, but if you were a scorer, you would have cut in front, and this would have been a dunk. He would have gone out there. Okay, so none of that happened. So all these bad things are happening, and then so now he's panicked, and then McConnell doesn't want the ball. He's not a shooter. He's a like a point guard. He's a playmaker. And you get this craziness. Oh my god! Like I don't want the ball because the read wasn't there, and so I'm so panicked, and I just give it up. And he's like pointing the other way, directing traffic because I don't want the ball either. Because I'm not a closer. Oh my god! How disgusting is that? I'm gonna close the game out. Don't tell me something crazy happens. Okay. All right. So the Knicks, they're look like a middle of the average, middle of the pack team. The Pacers look like a middle of the pack team. They don't move well off the ball. It looks like a lot of things run slow in New York. So it's like pick and roll, Julius Randle, pick and roll, D Rose, Julius Randle, pick and roll, Barrett, Julius Randle, pick and roll quickly, Julius Randle. So if you have stud players and shooters spread around, you can win like that. But it gets really hard when teams can kind of load up against you, especially when they start getting a game plan and scouting stuff against you. So it looks like the Knicks, they'll probably make the playoffs, but then once teams figure out and they scout you, they're gonna, really force the crappy players to win the game. So I don't know. I still like quickly. I think the Knicks should figure out how to get him minutes. Screw some of the other guys and let this guy develop. Let D Rose and quickly kind of play together. Have that two-headed point guard playmaker type monster. Yeah, Julius Randle. He's solid. Nothing important in this game. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take 40 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better.